Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I got six ways to crush muscle building nutrition in 2022. Before I get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. If you need coaching and want some help in kicking 2022 in the ass, check out the link down below. All right, so nutrition isn't something I've talked about or made a video about in a while, and it's so extremely important. One of the things I have found as I dove into the coaching world is I'm surprised by how many people approach me that don't take nutrition seriousŠ. And you know, back in the day when I was a younger lifter, I had no problem shoveling in food. I had fast metabolism. And every time a coach like me said, hey, you got to take nutrition seriously, I kind of smirked a little bit because I never had a problem getting in enough food, and I never really had a problem with consistent food intake. But the more I coach, the more I realize this is a huge problem for at least 50% of people that are taking the iron game seriously. So with that said, if you want to crush the new year, here are 6 tips or 6 things to focus on in 2022 that will get your nutrition up to speed so you get the most out of your training. And I got my little handy dandy cheat sheet in case anybody wants a screenshot. Number 1, plan 80% of your meals. Now, those that are successful tend to eat the same meals over and over and over again. I'm not telling you to eat the same meal every single day. I'm not saying plan out chicken breasts and broccoli and rice and eat the same meal 4 or 5 times a day. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I want you to do is sit down and develop a meal plan. Figure out when you eat during the day and plan out 3 or 4 choices that you can rotate in for these main meals. Like for dinner, one of my main meals is rice, black and white rice with eggs. I do like a turkey breast or a pork loin with roasted potatoes. I have meals that I rotate in that I know the calories, I know the protein, I know the nutrition, etc. So I have go-to choices, and I keep the food at home. The same thing, for breakfast. It could be Greek yogurt and fruit. It could be protein pancakes. It could be eggs. It could be turkey sausage, whatever. Put together at least 3 or 4 choices. Keep the food there for yourself. That way you have those choices ready, and you know what the nutritional value is, what the macros, what the protein intake or content is, etc. Guys that are successful, folks that are successful, don't need to offend the women. Folks that are successful tend to eat the same food choices over and over and over again. Now, I'm not telling you to do that for every meal. I'm telling you 80% of your food choices should be something that you know, that you've planned, and something you enjoy. So just keep that in mind. Number 2, hold yourself accountable. This is a big thing. Monitor calories and don't play the guessing game. And if you have number 1 in place, where you've planned your meals, you planned your choices, this becomes super easy. I can't tell you how many people that take muscle building in the gym seriously, but don't track their calories, don't track their protein. This is essential. You need to hold yourself accountable. You need to know that your calorie intake is right where it's supposed to be. Your protein intake is in that ballpark. You don't need to weigh food, all right? You don't need to weigh your meals out or anything neurotic like that. You're not cutting for a bodybuilding show. But you need to have a grasp of what your calorie intake is, what your protein intake is, because you have a very specific goal. And you need nutrition that is at least reasonably in the ballpark. You don't play the guessing game. Track your calories, track your protein. It's not that hard, especially if you're eating the same meals over and over again. Number 3, bulk slowly. This is a big one. The word bulk is something we all fear, and we fear it because either we made a super fat bulk We just went off the deep end and gained 20, 30, 40 pounds in a very short period of time, or we know somebody that did. With bulking, you want to gain about 1.5 to 2 pounds per month max, and you want to weigh in probably 2 times a week. You can weigh in a little bit more if you want. I like to have my clients weigh in on a Monday after the weekend and on a Friday after the week. Get in 2 data points. That way you're able to monitor things. There are weight monitoring apps that are super easy. You can see the trends in the curve, etc. So you want to track your calories, but you want to bulk slowly, and you want to be able to make adjustments so you're not gaining more than 2 pounds a month. 2 pounds a month, that's not 2 pounds a week. All right, number 4, be consistent. And I mentioned this earlier with tracking. At least 50% of lifters that come to me just have no clue what they're eating. If you have no clue what you're eating, you're not taking the muscle building process seriously. You need to have a clue. And once you analyze things, your nutrition needs to be fairly consistent with a little bit of a speed bump here or there, a little bit of variance here and there. But it can't be like this. It can't be 2,000 one day, 3,400 the next, 2,200 the next, 3,300 the next. It has to be fairly consistent. Even if you're not in the gym, obviously most of us aren't in the gym every day, but one thing to consider is regardless of how many times a week you're in the gym, your muscles are undergoing repair and recovery almost nonstop if you're lifting. So you need to keep that nutrition seriously. You need to keep that nutrition seriously consistent. Your protein intake seriously consistent, so you can get the most. You can create the smoothest road for that muscle building. Number 5, and this one's probably going to trigger a few of you, but hear me out. Don't abuse alcohol or fast food. Don't abuse it. It's been a hard 2 years for a lot of people. Many people have developed some sloppy habits. I'm not telling you not to drink. I'm not telling you not to eat fast food. I eat fast food. I have 3 fast food meals planned out when I'm in a pinch, short on time. McDonald's McDoubles, which are 380 calories each and 23 grams of protein. A steak, egg, and cheese on flatbread at Subway, and a Wendy's chicken sandwich. I have fast food things I haven't, on the menu. And around here we have Marco's Pizza. And Marco's Pizza Monday is 50% off. We do that occasionally as well. I'm not telling you never to eat fast food. I'm not going to be a chump and sit up on high like some god and tell you never eat fast food or never drink alcohol. But seriously, don't abuse it. It's going to make you feel like shit. It's going to tear up your stomach. It's going to impact your sleep. Enjoy a little alcohol. Enjoy a little fast food. But let's focus on taking care of ourselves at least 80% of the time. And if you do drink a lot on the weekend, try to drink a little bit of water before you go to bed. And when you wake up, if you overindulge, it's probably not a good idea to train. All right, excuse me. I just finished off one of these and I'm about to get into it. Lastly, number 6, make protein the foundation. If you struggle with your protein intake, and a lot of guys do, it's really easy to eat carbs. And it's really easy if you're including one junk food or fast food meal a day to overeat junk calories, junk carbs, junk fats, etc. Make protein a priority. Make protein a priority in your meals. Eat that first. I'm not saying you need to be neurotic and eat 250 or 300 grams of protein a day to build muscle. Nothing like that. But there are many, many of you that don't focus on protein enough, don't get a quality amount of protein intake. And I'm going to end with this. If you are struggling to get in your daily protein, you can get, here's a quick tip. This is just an example. You don't have to do this, but it's 760 calories and 96 grams of protein. You can fill in the rest of your meals with whatever. But Greek yogurt, 80 calories a piece. You could have 2 of those a day. That's 160 calories and I think like 24 grams of protein. Pure protein drinks. If you don't want to have protein powder, deal with shakers, the pure protein style drinks or the Fairlife drinks have about 140, 130 calories, something like that. And they contain about 24 grams of protein. Super convenient. So if you have 2 Greek yogurts and 2 Fairlife protein drinks or pure protein drinks, you're already at like 64 grams of protein or something ridiculous like that for a minimum amount of calories. And just as a bonus, this is something you can keep in your cupboard. All right, it is keep at home. Turkey pepperoni. You're like, what? Turkey pepperoni? I never heard that before in a muscle building video. I get this stuff at Kroger, and it's Bridgeford, 4 ounces. 4 ounces contains 320 calories and 36 grams of protein. 36 grams of protein. And it tastes pretty darn good. It's a snack that I find in a pinch. I like to keep in my car, like to keep around for hikes. It's because it's turkey pepperoni, it's not super fattening, and it tastes great. It's got a lot of protein. So you can down one of those as a snack in between meal, and you just crush 36 grams of protein. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. And one last word on these. Some people, and me, I've been guilty of reaching for the MetRex 420 calorie protein bars. Less calories in a protein bar, more protein in a protein bar, and this is actually meat and no junk carbs. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day.